together? You guys, obviously, you have a program like that. How was the attendance there?
We had really good attendance. Our kids are very committed. We try to get in 3 days a week. We had a couple camps and a few open fields, and we had really good turnout. My kids are excited about the season, and they put a lot of time in to try to make themselves better athletes.
So they got out the gates last week with a 24-6 win there, season opener. And I learned here talking to you in the pregame show that you beat your old alma mater in Ipswich. Tell us a little bit about this game. Like I said, it was 24-6. Did you jump out right away, just build your lead? Did you score late? How did last week go in the opener?
Offensively, I thought we struggled on the night. We just weren't sharp. We missed some blocks and spots, and maybe our assignments were not drawn up right. We could have coached a little better and made sure we made some better adjustments. But, I thought defensively we played really well. We were physical. We got guys to the football. We just got after it. And, Ipswich is a team that likes to spread it out and throw it around, and I thought we did a good job against that. And, like I said, offensively, we just took a little while to find our feet. And it was 8-0 at half, and we scored a couple more times in the second half, and they got one also. But, it was a good, solid football game. It was a good competitive 48-minute game where our guys had to play the whole game on a hot night. So I think there's some value of that we got that one under our belt.
As a coach, do you allow a little, I don't know if leeway is the right word, but it was the season opener. I mean, you almost expect some things to go wrong. Do you cut them a little slack there because it's the opener?
Well, I think we have high expectations, so I don't know if that's the case, but I think it happens. Like you said, the first time out, you got some new guys that haven't played. Everybody's a little bit nervous. You're going to have those things happen. But like I said, we didn't have any film on them, so we didn't know for sure what they were going to play defensively. And as coaches, we should have made some adjustments a little better on offense to put us in a little better position. So I think, like I said, part of it's on the kids, but a lot more of it's probably on the coaches. We could have done a little better job of making some adjustments to get our blocking scheme a little better.
Coming into tonight, Coach, no secret what you got here, defending state champ. You got some tape on him from this year. Unfortunately, it's only about 2 quarters and a few minutes of the third as they 50'd their opponent last week. What kind of information or what's your scouting report say on Hitchcock Tulare?
Yeah, the Coach Solomon does a great job with their team, and they're the defending state champs, and they're the number one team in the state until someone can prove they can beat them. And and they're a different team than last year. There's no doubt about it. I went back and watched some film on them from last year. I was playing, but they had a great team last year, and I think they have a good team yet this year. And they returned some of those guys that were part of that, and so they understand the success. But they got a nice squad. They got some big boys back that can make some plays for them. And like I said, I didn't get to see a lot of them, but it looks like they do a lot of the same things that they've done in the past, and kind of lean on their senior leaders that they got back. I think they got 3 or 4 seniors that played quite a bit of ball for them last year, so they're kind of leaning on them, and they're good enough players that in order to beat them, you're going to have to make a lot of plays.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Good luck in the game, and we'll be talking to you down the road.
Thank you. I appreciate the coverage.
Shane Gaditz, their head coach of the Faulkton area Trojans. Let's get it back to the studios here. We still got to check in with Coach Solomon. We got your starting lineups. We'll talk officials. You're listening to the pregame show. It's Faulkton at Hitchcock Tulare. Solomon is next on 1210 KOKK.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creep feeders from Vern's Manufacturing in Wessington. These creep feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creep feeders from Vern's Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creep feeder from Vern's Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Prostrello Motors in Huron thanks everyone for their business in July. Now that August is here, it's time to get ready for the big one, the South Dakota State Fair. Prostrel's will be there at their fairgrounds building with vehicle displays, cold water, and more. Prostrel's will also sponsor the Friday night entertainment and just may have a few tickets to give away for the show. Prostrello Motor Sales in Huron thanks you for your business and have a great time at the big one, the South Dakota State Fair.
Coming up at Mitchell Livestock Market, Mitchell, South Dakota, starting out on Wednesday morning, August 30th, 8 a.m. sharp, selling the butcher cows and bulls, 9 a.m. on Wednesday. No feeder cattle sale on Thursday, August 31st, as we have quite a few of our employees that have children in the 4-H and FFA competitions at the South Dakota State Fair. Make sure you attend the State Fair in Huron and support these young and upcoming farmers and ranchers. Mitchell Livestock Market's next feeder cattle special will be on Thursday, September 7th, expecting 2,000 head. For more information, order and time, please call Mitchell Livestock Market at 605-996-6543. Check out MitchellLivestockAuction.com or go to Mitchell Livestock Market's Facebook page. Have a great day, and thank you from Mitchell Livestock Market, your livestock market in Mitchell, South Dakota.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Matt Watson back on the pregame show here on 1210 KOKK. Live from Tulare tonight as Hitchcock Tulare hosts Faulkton. We talked to Coach Gaditz. Right now we sit down with Coach Salmon from Hitchcock Tulare. Tom, thanks so much for joining us here, and we can start this no other way than with a big old congratulations. I know we're probably at the time of year where you've kind of done with that and moved on to this team, but I don't believe I've had a chance to tell you. Congratulations on a state football title.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Has the off season been any different? I mean, have you noticed, was there, the kids got an invite to this, or we had to go do this? Was there more responsibilities, I guess, with becoming a state champ there?
Yeah, there was a little bit of that, more for me than the players probably, but a lot of clothing issues I had to deal with, which I'm tired of. But yeah, no, everything was good. It was a fun time. The players enjoyed it. So.
It seems like a stupid question, Coach, but did you have fun? Was it fun the whole way through?
It was fun overall. A lot, there's lots of stressful things that pop up throughout a year, and just like this week with the heat and things, and some other things going on in life, but. It's just the way life goes. You keep moving on and try to keep everybody focused. So,
well, and another thing you got to deal with, Coach, with being that state champ is coming back and defending it. I mean, you automatically come back with sort of a target on you there because that state championship.
You're right. I mean, everybody says that, but I honestly don't think anybody thinks we're going to do it again. So, to me, the target's not really on our back, but I do understand that, and our players understand it. And we're looking to do it again. So,
Coach, how many did you move on from that state championship team?
We had 8 seniors last year. One was not a player; he was a manager. So we lost 7 players.
So a pretty good chunk of the team. You are bringing back some kids in skill positions, though, that have a lot of experience.
Yeah, you're right. We have Eric Salmon's done a great job for us on both sides of the ball. Brendan Knoll did an awesome job on defense last year, and I really look forward to him having time on offense so that everybody can see what he can accomplish. And Jackson Maynard, of course, is back and on both sides of the ball. A great leader for us on the line, which is our foundation. And we have, there's some other seniors, Mason Cheddar, Cameron Nutledge. We'll see some time on the defensive side of the ball. So yeah, we got a good group coming back here.
One of the things about that team last year, Coach, was the line. The line was solid, and Maynard, of course, coming back, and Patrick Maynard, it looks like a freshman, and it looks like you're going to have an inexperienced line here a little bit. But you got Jackson out there to kind of anchor it, but also big, Coach. You got the biggest line always.
Yeah, size is important, but they're good. They're good, solid athletes. I didn't mention Michael Nielsen. He was our center last year, so he's coming back. He's a big part of our success too. And Dalton Ratchen's a young freshman coming in, but he's a big, strong kid. And to me, he's not a freshman as far as his physical ability. And I think we'll do just fine against the teams that we'll be facing. So.
Well, you did just fine last week. Let's talk about the season opener. You went on the road to Northwestern. You 50'd them. Did you play 3 quarters at all? Was it done at halftime? What was the situation there?
It was a little bit into the third quarter. I can't remember how much time exactly, but not too long into the third quarter.
So what were the highlights of that one? Did you pass for a bunch, run for a bunch? Was it kind of a balanced attack? Give me kind of in a nutshell on that game.
It was somewhat of a balanced attack. We had like 230 and 151 or so passing. So it was balanced. A lot of guys scored. We had, Eric with 2 touchdowns. Brendan had 2 touchdowns, and then there was three others with single touchdowns. So we passed it around a little bit and let everybody do something.
Was it the balance that you wanted to see? That was what you envisioned for the season?
Yes, it's great. If we can accomplish that every game, I think we'll do just fine. It's fun to have everybody involved. It keeps everybody into it, and they're able to stay focused, and it's just a team effort that way.
Coach, you got another team coming in tonight. They won their season opener. They ran up the board a little bit in Faulkton. What do you got on the Trojans, Coach?
That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
And welcome back to Tulare, set for kickoff here between Hitchcock, Tulare, the Faulkton Trojans. Heard from both head coaches as we get things underway. Hitchcock, Tulare We'll start off with the football. Coming to you live again from Tulare tonight. Breaking in some new equipment, so maybe bear with us a little bit on the dependability side. We'll get it figured out here as the season rolls along. Also working on some possibility of video feeding, so we'll be able to do that at some point this year. We're kind of test running that right now. Kicker here, Lane Cotton, is on for Faulkton. They will kick it away left to right. Faulkton wears the black pants, white unis, black numbers, gold outlines. Hitchcock, Tulare, the home reds, blue shirts, red numbers. Cotton will kick it away left to right. And he'll kick a nice angled kick to the corner, and it goes off the Patriots' hands and into the end zone, and will be a touchback. Hitchcock, Tulare starting offensively. Michael Nielsen, the center. Guards are Jackson Maynard and Dalton Ratchin. The ends are Patrick Maynard and Derek Johnson. Wideouts, Peyton Chasinghawk, Blaze Binger. Quarterback is Brandon Knoll. Running back is Eric Solomon.
At the 20-yard line.
Defensively, front three, Gus Kopecki, Parker Bodie, and Carson Leonhardt. The linebackers, Garrett Kramer, Lincoln Dickoff, Charlie Dieter. The outside linebacker, Carter Schulte. Lane Cotton, the safety, and Spencer Milius at corner. Patriots will start off from the gun, lone back, wing left. One wide each side. It'll be a Solomon run to the right, and he'll pick up a few. They'll get
Solomon takes the handoff.
2, maybe 3 yards to start off this game for the Patriots.
Down and 7 for the Patriots.
Solomon will pick up 3, and the Patriots set here for a 2nd and 7. They'll go from about their own 23-yard line, just underway in Tulare. Knoll, another, this time kind of a delayed handoff, looking to mix it up a little bit or fake him out a little bit. Didn't work, and they will actually, looks like they maybe lost a yard. We'll see where they mark him. Oh, maybe no gain.
Solomon fought for another yard.
Oh, they're going to put him down for 1, so make it third and around 6 here as Knoll and the Patriots will face an early 3rd down. I assume that's a situation they didn't have a lot of last week because they won 50-0 through just a little over 2 quarters. Here's Knoll from the gun. Solomon to his right. This time the pitch. Solomon follows the blocks right-hand side. He's across the 30, first down, and then some. He's out of bounds at around the 32.
Past the marker. First down.
So 8 on the run for Eric Solomon. And the Patriots will go Solomon run, Solomon run, Solomon run for the first home game here, the 2023 campaign. They'll go 1st and 10 now from their own 32. It'll be Knoll again from the gun this time. Nope, he's under center. Nope, he's from the gun. They'll bunch him up. Double end set. They'll hand it off coming across to Chasinghawk, and a flag comes in from behind. Chasinghawk in for a few, but I think this one's coming back, and it is. So they will mark off a holding call.
Holding against the Patriots.
And the first penalty of the night will be against the hometown Patriots. So they'll mark off 10. And Jeff was telling me, now this year they go from the original line of scrimmage, right? I'm pretty sure no matter where the holding occurred, they go to the original line of scrimmage. So this should be, theoretically, be a 1st and 20.
Down, this time from the 23rd yard line.
So a 10-yard penalty assessed against the Patriots, and now a 1st and 20, their own 23. 10:42 to play, opening quarter, first drive of the game. Patriots going to spread it out. 3 receivers left. Solomon will split out as a receiver to the right. They'll fake it to him, and big sack as Knoll gets ridden down in the backfield.
We have 2nd down.
So they're going to lose here. Looks like pretty close to 10 more.
Loss of 10 on the play.
They need the 43. They go from around the 12. So another loss of 10 on the sack, and still just second down, but it's now about 2nd and 31. Knoll from the gun, handoff Salmon up the middle. Slips through the first wave, out across the 15 to about the 16 or 17.
Eric Salmon takes it out to about the 16-yard line.
Salmon will pick up around 4 or 5 and should leave us around a 3rd and 25.
Leaves us 3rd and 24 yards.
We're going to say 24 here as they go about their own 18 on a long 3rd down. 9:25 to play opening quarter. Patriots here faced with a long 3rd down at home. Picked up a big win last week. Ran it up against Northwestern 50-0. Salmon again splits out wide right. This is the same play. Got sacked on. Salmon wide open. Makes the catch at the 30, the 45, the 50. Across midfield. Breaks it back in. He's got a block. 30, 25, 20. He shakes off the tackle, and he's down around the 7-yard line. Unbelievable. Salmon from his own 24
down to
the 2 or 3 yard line.
1st and goal, Patriots at the 2.
So I'm going to go 74 on the pass. And the Patriots are going to be 1st and goal. Where did they? Yeah, he's marked down at the 2. So a 1st and goal. Oh, he's outside the 5. Okay, so around the 7. So just to be safe, we'll put him down for about 70 on the pass. It had to have been awful close to that. So the Patriots, a big play there. Sets him up, still 1st and goal, but out around the 7-yard line. And Knoll, the handoff, and boy, they were all over. The Blaze Binger, the ball carrier on that one, and we'll lose here maybe a yard and a half or 2.
He's up 2nd and 9.
Oh, we can call it a loss of 3 out to the 9. So 2nd and goal from the 9. Patriots, the big pass play on the swing pass to Salmon. They'll go 3 wide left. This is that same look here. They got a 1 wide right this time. Salmon gets the pitch to the near side, try to shake off the first tackle, not able to do it, and he's ridden down after a short gain. Now, the one official was marking him way back at the 10, but now they're going to mark him at the 9, so that's going to be about no gain. And we'll set up a 3rd and goal from about the 9-yard line. 7:50 to play opening quarter. Patriots their first drive, trying to score first here at home. Both teams 1-0. Faulkton a win over Ipswich last week. Hitchcock Tulare a victory over Northwestern. Here's a motion man. Knoll going to keep it himself. Off right guard. He's inside the 5. He'll pick up about 4. And it'll go 4th and goal from the 5. And we'll see if the Patriots will try for 3 or will go for it here. Generally, 99 out of 100 times you're going to go for it here. But the one time, then it will be a field goal. Knoll comes back out. I assume he's got the play. And the Patriots will try to score first here on a 4th. All right. The pitch is directly to Binger, and Binger is going to get stopped short. No gain for Binger, and the Faulkton Trojans have turned over the Patriots here on the 5-yard line.
And 10 for the Trojans on their own 5-yard line.
We'll have Box send me information back to my end if that's something on my end that's making the echo or if that's some sort of experiment back home. And we'll send it back home here for a 30-second timeout. They'll take a timeout on the field with 6:52 to play opening quarter. The Patriots drive to the 5, but Faulkton will take over on downs. We'll take a 30-second break. 30 seconds on KOKK.
Your doctor says surgery. Who's got the time? There's packing, driving, parking fees, feeding your spouse. Oh, don't forget the dog. The procedure, recovery, the drive again, and getting back to normal. And what about rehab? Will insurance cover it? Don't leave home. Talk to your doctor about scheduling surgery close to home at HRMC or learn more online at huronregional.org. Huron Regional Medical Center. The right care is right here.
When is the right home truly the right home?
Welcome back to Tulare. 6:52 left in quarter number one. Faulkton will take over on downs.
All of these factors add to the actual cost of it.
Faulkton will take over on downs. I just texted back to the studio. We're all learning here with the new systems and the new equipment, so there will be, from time to time, some technical issues that we will take care of at our fastest convenience. Lane Cotton at the helm for Faulkton. Tristan Balloon is the fullback. Garrett Kramer the tailback. We'll get more of these startings here on offense in a moment, as we'll start off with Cotton up and under center. Double wing, single back. A wing in motion is Leonhard, and they'll go around the right-hand corner, and the man's breaking loose out across the 20 to the 25, and now down to the 27-yard line, and that is the tailback, Garrett Kramer. So Kramer from the 5 to the 21, he will pick up 16, and a successful opening play here for Faulkton. 1st and 10, their own 27-yard line. Gus Kopecki, the center. Troy McDemus, a guard. Carson Leonhardt, a guard. Charlie Dieter, an end. Lincoln Dickoff is an end. Spencer Milius, the wideout. This time they'll have Kramer out wide left. They'll throw the pass left side, complete across the 30 to the 35, and well drawn up play there to Carson Leonhardt. Make sure that's who that was. 82.
Drake Mueller.
Drake Mueller on the catch.
Gain of
so Lane Cotton
for the Trojans. Brings up second down.
Drake Mueller. 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 from their own 35-yard line as Faulkton having some early success. They'll send 3 receivers to the right. Lone man in the backfield is Kramer. Here is Cotton, the snap, and a handoff. Kramer left side, and this time met by the defensive end. I think it was Maynard over there. I guess I got about a 50-50 chance of being right all the time this year, because Patrick's on one side and Jackson's on the other on that defensive line. So I can just use the old Maynard defense and be right quite a bit of the time.
Ball's on the 36-yard line for the Trojans.
And the Trojans here stopped for no gain. Will set up a 3rd and 2. They'll go I formation with a man wide to the right. Cotton under center, high formation behind him. They'll give it to Kramer, the tailback, right end. They got a hold of him. Can they get him down? They will. Nice tackle at the 37. Big stop there.
Oh, they got it.
Kramer is stopped, but not before there's a
and it
short
looks
gain.
like they got enough for a first down. They needed 2, and they got a little over 2. So Kramer able to fight his way in for a fresh set of downs for Faulkton. They'll go 1st and 10, their own 32. Oh, no, make it the 37. Actually, probably closer to the 38 with 4:46 to play. They'll go double wing, single back. Cotton under center. Man in motion is Milius. They'll get the pitch to him left side. He'll follow the block out through the first wave across the 45, and he'll pick up pretty close to 8 yards on the pitch as Milius now the second
gain of 6 yards.
Ball carrier tonight for Faulkton. They will pick up around 7, make it 2nd and 3.
Marking it as 2nd and 3.
So the Patriots able to get a couple of big plays, work all the way down to the 5-yard line. Faulkton able to turn them over on downs. Trojans have had some success on the offensive side, minus the one Kramer run. Here's another motion man onto the double wing set. They'll hand it off to the fullback, Balloon, and Balloon out across midfield. He'll have a first down and then some, as he's down to about the 40-yard line.
Balloon powers to the 40.
So he'll pick up 13.
Patriots. 1st and 10, Trojans.
And we'll set up Faulkton with a 1st and 10 now in Patriot territory at the Hitchcock Tulare 40-yard line. Double wing, Milius the near side, far side for Kramer. Balloon the back, and now Kramer in motion. Cotton, the pitch to Kramer, follows Cotton on the block. Right side, slips one tackle. He's inside the 30, the 25, the 20, slips another inside the 15, the 10, goes right into the tackler, and is bounced out of bounds right at the 5. So 35 yards for Kramer, and it'll be 1st and goal
By 20, Cameron
for
Nutlick.
the Faulkton Trojans.
Goal for the Trojans. Ball is on the 5-yard line.
So 3:12 to play, opening quarter. Faulkton now threatening to strike first. First and goal from the Patriot 5. Not a lot of problem moving the football tonight, mixing it up a little bit. A completed pass for 8, mostly on the ground, of course, as we talked to Coach in the pregame show. A lot of it he felt would be. Here's the handoff to the fullback Balloon, and he is down to around the 2. Faulkton working the clock down to 2:40 to play in the opening quarter, as the teams have just traded possessions. The Patriots had a nice long sustained drive, got all the way to the 5, but turned it over on downs. Now Faulkton down to the 2 on a second and goal. Cotton under center. Kramer, the motion man. He'll get the pitch. He'll follow Cotton again. Now cuts it right back up the middle, and he's in for 6.
Touchdown, Trojans.
So the first touchdown of the game will come with 2:18 to play in the first. It is a 2-yard Garrett Kramer run. And we'll see if they, assuming they'll elect to go for 2 with 2:18 to play in the opening quarter and leading 6-0. So Faulkton strikes first here on the road. Faulkton also a winner last week. They beat Ipswich. A little slow to start, according to Coach Gaditz, but picked it up in the second half. Here's Cotton from the gun on the 2-point try. He'll fade out right side, looking for the pass. He's got a man open, and it's complete for 2. Back of the end zone there to number 82, Drake Mueller, and the 2-point conversion complete. It's 8-0 Trojans. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Back in a minute. 1 minute on KOKK.
Patriots 0.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years, or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home, probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Trojans, number 14, Lane Cotton. Back to receive for
Welcome back to Tulare as the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots trailing now 8-0 to 18 to play opening quarter. It's a 2-yard Garrett Kramer run followed by a 2-point pass. Lane Cotton to Drake Mueller. Trojans, Lane Cotton left to right, kicking it away. And this one taken at about the 10, across the 15, the 20. 25 trying to turn the corner, slips the tackle, bumped out of bounds around the 9. Peyton, or 29, Peyton chasing Hawk is on the return here. Yeah, here. Patriots trying to come back after the Faulkton score. Here is Knoll from the gun. He'll take it himself. Follows Nielsen up the middle. Now Solomon across the 35 to around the 36. That one worked out well as Knoll able to pick up around 6 for Hitchcock Tulare. So now a 2nd and 4. So Knoll back to the gun. They'll spread it out this time. A man wide to the right. Slot right, slot left, wide left. They'll try the quick pass, and boy, coming through and almost picking it off was Charlie Dieter, and Dieter read that one perfectly. He saw that that one was going to be a quick swing to Salmon, a play that worked earlier on in the game. That one is going to fall incomplete, and
4 yards still to go.
Will set us up here on a 3rd and 4. So again, 3rd and 4. Knoll will go from the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Salmon the lone man in the backfield. And back to passes. Knoll quickly flushed out and looked like maybe trying to set up a little bit of a screen there. And the pass is incomplete to Patrick Maynard. So that'll make it 4th and 4. Their own 35-yard line. And the Patriots, for what I assume would be the first time this season, will have to kick it away. I'm just, again, guessing, but I don't think they probably punted against Northwestern last week. If you generally you win 50-0, you don't have any punts on your ledger. Couple of steps, chasing Hawk from the 25, gets the adjustment, but it went off his ankle and will get just about to midfield. Oh, it takes a late Patriot hop down to around the 47, 48-yard line for Faulkton. So the Trojans will take over after a 30-second timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner, and of course Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey.
Welcome back to Tulare, Patriots. Defense here. Kramer near side, inside the 45, but he breaks loose again. Inside the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Faulkton Trojans. 52 yards for Garrett Kramer.
Garrett Kramer takes the ball for the score.
So Kramer's second touchdown will come with 1:07 to play in the first. First one was 2 yards. This one 52 yards. And they will set up for the 2-point try, and they're gonna let Kramer out of the lineup. They're gonna let him off the hook on this 2-point try because he just ran 52 yards in a flash. So they will set up for 2. Double wing, single back, fullback, balloon. The lone man, here's Milius in motion. The pitch is to Milius. Follows the blocks right side. He's inside the 5. He's awful close. I think they stopped him. They did. 1:07 to play, opening quarter. 14-0 Faulkton. Hitchcock Tulare with the ball back when we come back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281. For your crop insurance needs.
Welcome back to Tulare. 1:07 to play, opening quarter. 14-0 Faulkton on top. A couple of big Garrett Kramer runs, as we figured would be the situation. Kramer, the bulk of the offense thus far for Faulkton. Not that they don't have other weapons, but Kramer's a pretty good one. So with the run failing, 14-0 Faulkton. Here's the kick left to right for Cotton on a bounce, chasing Hawk. Nice pickup at the 10, the 15, got a block across the 20, 25-30. Cuts it back to the center of the field, gets another block across the 40 and the 45, and down to around the 47. And actually, that wasn't chasing Hawk, that was Brendan Noel. And Noel, a very nice return there. Hoping to get things going here for Hitchcock Tulare. Noel, the senior quarterback, trying to fire up the troops here on a 1st and 10. They'll go from their own 47. Exactly a minute left in the opening quarter. 14-0 Faulkton. Patriots looking to come back here. A couple receivers to the near side, a couple receivers to the far side. They'll spread them out on a 1st and 10. It'll be Noel from the gun. Solomon to his left. Solomon will get the handoff. Tries to go right up the middle. Nothing there. Boy, you can't do much when you run right into Gus Kopecky. Also right in the middle of that is number 98, Parker Bodie. Bodie clocking in at 6'1" and about 290. Kopecky's listed at 5'11". I won't buy that for $1. I think they might have shorted him a little bit. So the Solomon run nets them 0, and they will set up here on a 2nd and 10. They'll go from their own 47. Same look, 2 wide each side. Solomon again will, nope, this time Noel will keep it himself, and he's wrapped up and tackled. No gain on the keeper, and now a 3rd and 10. It looks like they did put him in for about a half a yard or a yard. And they will let the clock run out on the opening quarter at the end of the first. 14-0 Faulkton. The Patriots on a 3rd and 10 when we come back in 1 minute. A 60-second timeout on KOKK.
Stretches Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretches and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretches Well Service is your TNL dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretches Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots."
Thank you. Sorry if it hit anybody.
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling red heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, A1 to Charlotte. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't want to be in the other room because the ledge in the other room is about
now
this
selling
light.
red
Just
heifers.
exactly this
Call
light.
them today. Again, call Tony. 605-350-0401. Go Patriots.
Welcome back to Tulare. Patriots looking at a 3rd and about 9. They set up around their own 48-yard line, and a lot of football left to be played in this one, but with a 14-0 deficit here and a 3rd and 9 early on in the second, feels like a play you need pretty bad. 2 left, 2 right. Motion man left to right. Back to pass is Noel. Quick pass, left side complete to Solomon. Escapes the first tackle and the second. Midfield, 45, and dives to the first down marker. He got tripped up, but I think he came up shy. He did, about a yard. So the pass, Noel to Solomon, will pick him up 8. And will set up 4th and around 1. And Patriot coaching staff here, I don't believe they are thinking it over. I think they are going for it here. There's not a lot of debate from the looks of the sideline. Noel brings in the play on a 4th and 1 from the Faulkton Trojan 44. And again, kind of feels like a first down you really need here. A lot of football left to be played, but definitely don't want to let Faulkton up too much too early. Here's the handoff. Solomon left side, ran into the line, bounced off, and picked up the first down. And that is where Eric Solomon is absolutely invaluable to this team.
Ball is set at the 40.
You need 4 yards. He'll get you 4 yards. They needed 1 there. He got 4. They'll set up 1st and 10 at the Trojan 40. Heard the Trojan coaching staff earlier reminding their kids, you got to know where 45 is. And hasn't been no secret here tonight. Solomon will line up next to Noel. They'll line up with 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Handoff, Solomon. looking for the hole, drug down from behind. Quickly around the corner there is Carson Leonhardt, and Leonhardt able to drag him down, also helping out Charlie Dieter,
Second down and 11.
as that'll go for a loss of a yard. Clock winding, 10.5 to play first half. Trojans a couple of touchdowns and 1 of 2 on the 2-point conversions. Tristan Balloon rotating in on the defensive line. Give one of them big fellas a rest. Knoll from the gun, 2 receivers each side, back to pass. He's got the outlet guy on the near side. He overthrew his man and nearly picked off, but incomplete. And looking out there for Patrick Maynard, but he had a couple of defenders behind him, and the pass overthrown and falls incomplete. So that will set up a 3rd and 11. Stops the clock at 10:03 to play here in the first half. I haven't forgotten about scoreboard updates. We will talk about the officials at some point. As I said, we're breaking in some new equipment, checking out, testing, learning how things go. So we will get that information passed along. And thanks again to the Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, for helping us out. A couple of receivers left, one right. The pitch to Salmon, and Salmon right side will pick up about 3. So that'll make it 4th and about 9.
Brings up 4th and 8.
Oh, we'll make it closer to 8.
Ball is on the 38-yard line.
Set up here in go for it territory is with 9.5 to play in the opening quarter. Faulkton a 14-0 lead. Now a 4th and 8 at the Trojan 38-yard line. Knoll will get the play from the sideline. Knoll ready from the gun. Salmon to his left. Couple of receivers to each side. Knoll on a 4th and 8. Here's a little motion from Chasing Hawk. They'll have the option. Chasing Hawk will get the pitch. Cuts it back in, or tried to at the 40, and got spun around and dropped. And that'll go for a loss of a couple. And we'll turn the ball over on downs to the Faulkton Trojans.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The ball goes over to the Trojans on downs.
So back to Faulkton with 8:59 to play here in the first half.
Ball is at the Trojans' 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Trojans.
1st and 10 here for Faulkton as Lane Cotton brings them to the line. They like that double wing single back. The Balloon, the tailback. The wing left is Kramer, and Kramer the man in motion. And boy, they could use him for camo all night as they will follow that way. This time it goes to Milius the other way, and Milius will pick up 13. And again, a lot of that due to the fact that everybody's got an eye on Garrett Kramer.
Of the Patriots, 1st and 10.
Kramer goes in motion after a couple of big runs in this game. He will definitely command some attention, and Milius able to break away on the near side for a 1st down. 1st and 10 into Patriot territory. Faulkton from the Hitchcock Tulare 47. And again, Cotton from under center, double wing single back. Far side is Gian DiMaria. Kramer again in motion. They'll fake the pitch. Back to pass is Cotton. Looking right side, swings it, and incomplete. Came up a little bit short, looking for Tristan Balloon.
Is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for
Puts Cotton at 1 of 2 for 8 on the day as they have the majority of their yards on the ground. And boy, have they ripped off some big runs. 16, 2, 7, 14, 35, 3, 2, 52, and 13 and a couple of scores. And the ground game firing on all cylinders here is now they'll spread it out. Milius wide left, Carter Hall wide right. The only one in the backfield is Balloon, as Cotton will follow Balloon on the keeper. Right side, he got the block he needed inside the 40, the 35, spun around the 30. Oh, he got away. 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Cotton has kept the ball for a touchdown.
So Cotton for 42.
40-yard run for Lane Cotton, 6 points. Makes the score 20 for the Trojans.
Third touchdown of the night will come with 8:14 to play here in the second. 40-yard Lane Cotton run, and they will now try to tack on two more. 20-0 Faulkton, 8:14 to play first half. Be Cotton from the gun, Balloon behind him. Oh, and Balloon is sick on the field right now. He is literally getting sick. Do not make him carry the ball right now.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Rough.
Pass is incomplete.
Somebody get that man a glass of water. Tristan Balloon. They incomplete on the pass, and 20-0 Faulkton. We'll take a 60-second timeout, a minute on KOKK.
Brushing up?
Oh, man.
Bettering yourself?
I would have
or
been
pursuing
all
a
over that
degree
field right along with him.
Here on
I'm
Community
thinking about it
Campus
right now.
offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees.
Well, you can tell he
HCC
was
offers
like
courses
heaving or
through
something, and
Northern
I
State
thought, oh, did he
University,
hurt himself? And then all of a
offering
sudden you
quality
hear
education at an
came,
exceptional
and then
value.
again, and then again,
To learn
and then
more,
he
call
the
here on
quarterback turned
Community
around and looked
Campus
at him,
at
and he's just like, no.
605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of
Don't worry
Huron.
about me. I'm fine. Welcome back to Tulare. 8:14 to play opening quarter. And they got Tristan Balloon on the sideline now, and he's going to have to sit for at least a minute, I'd assume, until he stops sending the water back up. Cotton's going to step off the kickoff. Faulkton leading 20-0. Patriots 8:14 to play first half. They got the ball first, so they'll have to give it back for the second half. Here's Cotton to run up and the kick. And Noel had it go through his legs and down to the 5. And boy, you dig yourself a hole here. He's out across the 10. They did get a flag on the play, and we'll see if that compounds issues, if that was a hold or something. We'll see what the call is before we mark the ball exactly, but a lot of times that's where you'll get the blindside blocks or the chops or sometimes even an inadvertent trip is when you think it's going to go one way and it goes the other way, and everybody's kind of scrambling, and you never quite know what's going to come out of that. Well, they're just going to pick it up, so one official saw something. The other official said, no, that wasn't quite what I saw. So the Patriots will take over. Now trailing 20-0. And, yeah, with 8:05 to play here in the first half, there's still a lot of football to be played, but Patriots need a score. Noel with 3 receivers right, 1 left. Will go empty backfield on a 1st and 10, their own 11. Couple receivers near side, 3 to the far side, winding up. Throw over the middle is complete to Chasing Hawk across the 25. He slips a tackle across the 40, the 50, and he gets drugged out at the 40. And
Peyton Chasing Hawk.
Where's the flag?
See, 38 will give him 48.
He had him by the shirt collar.
50-yard pass.
Wondering here, not only in the booth, but on the Patriot sideline, if that was a horse collar. And I can see both sides. I know you want that call as a Patriot, but I think he kind of came from one side, got a hold of him, and swung around him. Had he drug him down from directly behind, I think they would have called that a horse collar. But he kind of grabbed the back of the collar and rode him all the way around and then drug him down from the front. Here's Noel, 3 receivers right, 1 left. They'll pitch it. Solomon looking for the corner, the 40, the 35. Nice stiff arm inside the 30. Won't go out of bounds. He cuts it back. Head down to the 26.
Powers to the 26.
So 14 on the run for Solomon.
10, Patriots.
And this precisely what this Hitchcock Tulare team needed. And now Faulkton going to try to freeze him out. Call a quick timeout. 7:29 to play first half. 20-0 Faulkton. Patriots on the charge. We'll be back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creek feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creek feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creek feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creek feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Prostrello Motors in Huron thanks everyone for their business in July. Now that August is here, it's time to get ready for the big one, the South Dakota State Fair. Prostrellos will be there at their fairgrounds building with vehicle displays, cold water, and more. Prostrellos will also sponsor the Friday night entertainment and just may have a few tickets to give away for the show. Prostrello Motor Sales in Huron thanks you for your business and have a great time at the big one, the South Dakota State Fair.
Welcome back to Tulare. Patriots on the charge, 1st and 10. Big 14-yard pickup by Solomon. They'll go again, empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Quick pass left side, a little screen set up to Binger, and he is dropped. That's going to go for, I think, a short loss.
Binger is complete.
Trying to set up sort of a bubble screen, a wide-out screen out there. Looks like they will lose 1. So Noel, at the current time, 4 out of 7 for around 120. 70-yard pass to Solomon, 48-yard pass to Chasing Hawk. The 2 big plays in the passing game. They just got one in the running game from Solomon. Now they'll set up on a 2nd and 11. And Noel going to take it himself, following the Solomon block. Head down around the 25, tripped up and dropped after a gain of around 4.
25-yard line.
6.5 to play first half. Faulkton will get the ball coming out of the break.
4 brings up 3rd and 6 for the Patriots.
So now a 3rd and 6 from the Faulkton 24, 25-yard line, right in between there. Noel comes back with the play. As Magdemus gets a quick breather for Faulkton. Going to bring back in Kramer. So Noel from the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Solomon in the backfield. Motion man is Chasing Hawk. They'll give it to Solomon. He spun around at the line, but got redirected by a Faulkton defensive lineman, and it kind of allowed him to push ahead and pick up a few yards.
2-yard gain brings up 4th and
It looked like they had him for nothing there, but again, then the other defensive end kind of came by and tried to get an angle on him and ended up sort of pushing him. So that's going to bring up a 4th and around 5. With 5.5 to play in the first half, the Patriots' opening drive of this game was all the way down to the Faulkton 5-yard line, but couldn't punch it in there. The Trojans 3 straight touchdowns since. Now the Patriots here on a 4th and 5 needing an answer. Chasing Hawk switches left side, right side. 2 receivers right, 3 left. Noel from the gun on a 4th and 5. Back to pass. Launches over the middle. Kramer is intercepted at the 3.
Noel's pass is intercepted. And number 33, Garrett Kramer of the Trojans.
Boy, and Garrett Kramer having one of those nights where you get done and you find out, did anybody do the game? Did anybody record this game? Is there a radio broadcast I could get? A video, a copy of this? As Kramer is having himself a night. Couple of rushing touchdowns and now a pick. And Faulkton faced with the long field. They'll set up 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. So the first turnover well, the first turnover that's not a turnover on downs is a pick by Kramer, and we'll put Faulkton back on the offensive from their own 5-yard line. Double wing, single back. Kramer, the motion man, fading all the way into the end zone. That's where he gets the pitch. He'll come right back up the middle, across the 5, got a block across the 10, upended right about at the first down marker.
Brings another first down for the Trojans.
And we'll mark him down for 10 as they'll set up a first and 10 at the 15.
15-yard line.
Clock inside of 5 minutes left in the opening half here as Faulkton already a 20-0 lead, and
Linebackers need to switch. They're running
4:57 left here in the first half. Faulkton will take back over with Lane Cotton, double wing, single back. Milius out there, Kramer at one side, and Balloon the back. Is Milius the motion man? They'll give him the pitch, and he got a nice block there from Balloon, but still drugged down in the backfield, and I think that was Solomon.
Backfield for a loss of 4 yards, brings up 2nd and 14.
No, they don't go for a loss of around 4, and a big play there as Solomon able to sneak in. Got a little help there from Maynard at defensive end, slowing things down, and 4:20 to play here in the first half. Faulkton on a 2nd and 14, and talked a lot about the last couple of times the Patriots got the ball. They needed to score. Well, now let's say they need to stop. 4 minutes to play first half. The Trojans will get the ball after the break. Back to pass is Cotton. Rolls out right. Launches. He's got a man. It's Milius. Oh, he made the catch. At the 50, the 45, his man fell down. The other got blocked, and Milius is goodbye. There's flags all over the field. This is an 86-yard pass play, but I don't think it's going to count. We got an illegal block somewhere around the 35. There's a flag around the 40, so I don't know if we got 2 different penalties. Of course, that could be an ender here. Yeah, there's going to be 2 penalties. So if they're offsetting, that's going to be bad news, but I don't think they are because Faulkton is
Oh, they glued him up.
They're not arguing, so I assume that.
10 from the spot.
So it was actually just 1 penalty.
Yeah.
And it was a holding call on Faulkton, and it happened at the 35. So the Trojans, their first penalty. And what we got, Milius.
The 46-yard line.
So Milius will pick up 36, let's say 40.
10 Trojans.
And then they will peel off the 10 yards. So after all that, 1st and 10, Trojans at the Patriot 46-yard line. It'll be Cotton from the gun. Balloon lone man in the backfield, 2 receivers left, and they will give it off to Balloon. Balloon inside the 40, rumble, and bounces off a tackle. 35-30, knocks down another man. 1 left to beat, and he will not be able to beat out Derek Johnson.
Tristan Balloon.
But Balloon with the big run.
Line. 1st and 10 Trojans.
So Faulkton from the 46
at the 11.
to the 11. 35 on the rumble by Balloon. Tristan Balloon, 6'2", 205 fullback, was, I am not even exaggerating, vomiting on the field earlier on a 2-point try, and now electric here on a 35-yard run. So they will set up a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cotton under center, double wing, single back. Balloon still back there. Here's Kramer, the motion man, and again, he'll draw a lot of attention. He will get the carry. Follows Cotton right side, trying to get the corner, and he's got it for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Trojans.
Kramer from 11 yards out, his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Number 33, carrying the ball over the goal line.
This will come with 3:02 to play in the second. An 11-yard Garrett Kramer run. So 26 the score as the Trojans try to tack on a few more. Balloon the back. Couple of wideouts. And Cotton under center. Now Balloon in motion. 2 in motion, actually. That's a flag. And a pass is knocked incomplete, and I don't think, it's just not going to count. So the incomplete pass will stand. 26-0 your score. 3:02 to play here in the first half. So we'll send it back to the studios for a minute. We're back in 60 seconds, about 1 minute on KOKK.
Trojans to be kicking off.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Car Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Car Chiropractic a try.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Welcome back to Tulare. 3:02 to play, quarter number 2. 26-0 Faulkton in the lead as the Patriot fan base a little stunned here early as Faulkton runs off 4 early scores. Garrett Kramer 3 touchdown runs. Lane Cotton a 40-yard run. 1 for 3 in the 2-point conversion departments. And 26-0 your score is, again, the Patriots now with 3:02 to play in the first half. You will kick the ball away to start the second half. So, again, while there is an entire 2 quarters of football, a half of football here to be played, going to feel a little bit of a sense of urgency to get something on the board before the break, particularly because Faulkton gets the ball after the break, and, well, the Patriots really haven't proven they can stop them.
Number 14, Lane Cotton.
Lane Cotton will run up,
Back to receive, number 3.
walk off the kick here.
For the Patriots.
Ready for the run-up, and we'll get back underway as Faulkton, again, extending this lead to 26-0. Cotton running right to left. Noel, the deep man. On the kick, it'll bounce at the 20, the 15. Noel on a bounce at the 12. Across the 15, comes to the near side, and is dropped immediately. Is that Balloon? It is.
Balloon on the tackle.
So apparently,
stopping Noel at the 10-yard line.
Whatever sickness Balloon's got has now got him on the high energy as he makes a nice tackle there on the kick return. Noel's going to get it to the 15, and that's where the Patriots will start this possession. 2:56 remaining in the half. Remember, at halftime, we'll talk officials. We'll talk about South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll get you a scoreboard. We'll get into that at the half as, again, we're breaking in some new equipment, testing some new things. So they'll go trips right. Lone man in the backfield is Salmon. They fake the handoff. They give it instead around the far side here to, I think that's Chasing Hawk.
Chasing Hawk on the carry.
And Peyton going to lose.
Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Loss of 2. So.
Correction, loss of 2 on the play.
Loss of 2 for Chasing Hawk. I thought maybe it was the angle in my eyes, and I'm like, maybe that is right. No. 2nd and 12. Here is Noel from the gun. Salmon, the lone man behind him. Motion man left to right. Salmon will get the handoff. He'll go far side out across the 20, carrying the pile. And he'll pick up around 7. We'll see where they mark him down at. I think it's at the 20. That should be good for 7, and we'll set up a 3rd and 5.
Gain of about 7 or 8 yards brings up 3rd and 6 for the Patriots.
1:40 left here in the first half. And again, the Patriots, if you're going to dig into the bag of tricks, maybe now might be the time. Try to get a little something on the board before the break. It's a pitch to Salmon. He cuts it back. Nice cutback. He's out across the 30. That's a first down. He'll pick up 8.
First down for the Patriots.
And we'll set up a first and 10. Clock will wind at 1:23, and we'll see here. I think the Patriots have all their timeouts. I don't think they took one. I think Faulkton has taken 2. But I'm not sure about Hitchcock, Tulare. I know they have at least 1 left. More than likely 2. Couple receivers left, 1 right. Noel from the gun. Solomon to his right. On a first and 10, their own 33. Noel with the option. Waits. He gives it to Solomon. Solomon brushes off 1 tackle across the 40 to 45. And another Eric Solomon first down.
Shy of midfield.
14 on the run by Solomon. And now I would presume a Patriot timeout. Are they going to get a timeout? And they will. 49 seconds to play in the first half. 26-0 Faulkton. Patriots trying to sneak one in before the break. We'll take a 30-second break of our own. Back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
Stretch's Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretch's Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretch's Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretch's Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
Welcome back to Tulare. Remember, halftime coming up here. We'll talk a little bit about the officials. We'll take a look at our scoreboard, see what else we got going on across the state. The scoreboard here in Tulare reads Faulkton 26, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. Patriots here before the half, set up with 49 seconds to go in the half. They set up on a first and 10, their own 47. And again, at least in my estimation, desperately kind of needing something to go here, probably before the break, preferably. They'll go 4 receivers left, 1 right. Here's Noel from the gun. Pass right side is in and out of the hands of Patrick Maynard. Ball thrown a little bit high, but, oh, now we got a flag on the play. And it appears...
All right, we'll take that.
Penalty called against the Trojans.
Got a chop against the Trojans.
Roughing the passer.
So 15 will get the Patriots a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Now across midfield. Gregory and Woolsey Wessington tied at 20 with about 4 minutes to play in the first half. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, and we'll get a little longer look at that at halftime. Here's a first and 10 from the from the Faulkton 39, and it'll be a Noel keeper, and he will get dropped for about a 2-yard loss. They'll have to burn another timeout with 39 seconds to play in the first half. 26-0 Faulkton. We'll take another timeout as well. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Coming up at Mitchell Livestock Market, Mitchell, South Dakota, starting out on Wednesday morning, August 30th, 8 a.m. sharp, selling the butcher cows and bulls. 9 a.m. selling the fat cattle, then back on the way ups, breeding stock and baby and starter calves. We will have 40 black and Charolais cross calves weighing 250 to 450 pounds, 20 black calves weighing 250 to 350, 10 black calves weighing 2.5 to 3.5, all had a round of shots, and they'll be selling right off the cow after the weigh ups on Wednesday. No feeder cattle sale on Thursday, August 31st, as we have quite a few of our employees that have children in the 4-H and FFA competitions at the South Dakota State Fair. Make sure you attend the State Fair in here and support these young and upcoming farmers and ranchers. Mitchell Livestock Market's next feeder cattle special will be on Thursday, September 7th, expecting 2,000 head. For more information, order and time, please call Mitchell Livestock Market at 605-996-6543. Check out MitchellLivestockAuction.com or go to Mitchell Livestock Market's Facebook page. Have a great day, and thank you from Mitchell Livestock Market, your livestock market in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Tulare. Noel off the fake, launches right side, overthrew his man again, intended for Patrick Maynard.
Noel's pass to Maynard is incomplete.
So that'll stop the clock at 33 seconds in the first half, and we'll set up a third and around 12 or 13 as Noel will get the call in from the sideline. And again, they need to get something going here as they trail 26-0. They will kick the ball to Faulkton after the break. They'll set up empty backfield. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Knoll all by himself on a 3rd and 13 from the 41. Back to pass is Knoll. Launches right side. Wide open is Eric. Oh, and it's too far out in front of him as Solomon was wide open inside the 10. And the ball thrown just a few yards too long as Hitchcock Tulare will now face a 4th and about 13. And it looks like we'll have another timeout. Faulkton will take their last timeout. 28 seconds to play in the first half. 26-0 Faulkton. We'll take a quick one of 30. Back in 30 seconds on KOKK.
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charlet. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony, 605-350-0401. Go Patriots!
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Tulare. 28 seconds to play in the first half. Your scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Jones County on top of SBA at the half, 22-6. Stanley County looking for the upset. They lead DeSmet 20-16. They got about a minute to play in the half. Here, Faulkton leading Hitchcock Tulare 26-0. I know we saw Woolsey Wessington was tied at 20. And we'll have some more scores to pass along at halftime. Here's Knoll on a 4th and 13. Again, empty backfield, back to pass. Knoll over the middle, picked off. Picked off at the 30, back across the 35. And not much of a return there, but an interception. And the pick there, Charlie Dieter.
Of the Trojans. 1st and 10, Trojans.
So that will end the threat here for Hitchcock Tulare in the first half, as Faulkton will take over on a 1st and 10, their own 36. 20 seconds left here in the half. We'll see what the Trojans elect to do. Already that 26-point lead. I would assume nothing overly fancy, although they will spread it out a little bit. They'll go I formation, balloon in front of Kramer. 1 wide out to the left is Carter Hall. Here's Cotton under center. Now Hall, the motion man, left to right. Back to pass is Cotton. He's got Hall in the slot. Wings it down the left sideline and knocked away and incomplete. Intended out there for Charlie Dieter.
Broken up. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
That'll put Cotton at 2 out of 4, 48 yards. It will also stop the clock at 13 seconds to play in the half. And the Trojans will set up on a 2nd and 10, their own 36. Double wing, single back to the bread and butter with Cotton under center. And they will take a knee and close out the first half with a 26-0 lead. A few seconds still to run off the clock here as we go to the half with, again, a goose egg on the scoreboard for the hometown Patriots as they trail at the half. Faulkton 26. Hitchcock Tulare, nothing. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back with a halftime show in 3 minutes. 3 minutes on KOKK.
Your doctor says surgery. Who's got the time? There's packing, driving, parking fees, feeding your spouse. Oh, don't forget the dog. The procedure, recovery, the drive again, and getting back to normal. And what about rehab? Will insurance cover it? Don't leave home. Talk to your doctor about scheduling surgery close to home at HRMC or learn more online at HuronRegional.org. Huron Regional Medical Center. The right care is right here.
When is the right home truly the right home? This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooter's has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooter's is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner, and of course Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281. For your crop insurance needs.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
This is Dakota Sports, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting. It's halftime.
That's right, and welcome back to Tulare. 8:50 or so to go. Well, that's the first halftime break. They'll probably have a second break as well, which I guess basically what I'm saying is we got plenty of time here to talk about the first half of play. We'll talk officials in a few moments as well. We'll get you to that, and of course we'll take a look at that scoreboard. Let's start off with the explanation of our current scoreboard, 26-0 Faulkton. The Trojans would strike first after a long opening drive by Hitchcock Tulare. All the way to the Faulkton 5, they would turn the ball over on downs. Trojans would quickly turn that into 6 points as they march the length of the field, capping off with a 2-yard Garrett Kramer run. That came with 2:18 to play in the first. The 2-point pass, Lane Cotton to Drake Mueller, was good, and it was 8-0 Faulkton. One more opening quarter score for the Trojans, 1:07 to play in the first. They would score on a 52-yard Kramer run. The 2-point run failed, and it was 14-0 after one. Two more Faulkton touchdowns in the second with 8:14 to play in the second, a 40-yard Lane Cotton run. The 2-point pass was no good. It was 20-0, and with 3:02 to play in the second, an 11-yard Garrett Kramer run, his third of the first half. The 2-point pass attempt on that one was no good, and that leads us to our halftime score of Faulkton 26, Hitchcock Tulare, nothing. As we mentioned, our scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, located in downtown Huron. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror, offering cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatments, shampoo sets, eyelash extensions, all available. You can stop in or call 605-883-HAIR to get an appointment with Lori, 605-883-HAIR. Or you can call or text Kylie directly, 605-553-1628 for the Mirror Family Hair Care, 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. Styles for every member of the family at the Mirror Family Hair Care. And they bring us our scoreboard updates as we take a look here at Stanley County extending their lead on DeSmet at the end of the half. Stanley County 26, DeSmet 16. Iroquois Lake Preston down 42-0 nearing halftime against Freeman Marion Freeman Academy. Other scores around the area here, let's see. Parkston leading Platte Geddes by a score of 24-0. Great Plains Lutheran on Waverly South Shore 32-0. Warner leading Leola Frederick 21-0. Wolsey Wessington now a lead with under a minute to play in the second quarter. Wolsey Wessington 26, Gregory 20 as the third-rated Warbirds taking on the top-rated Gregory Gorillas at home. Let's see if there's any 11-man action to pass along. Miller, Highmore, Woonsocket, Westington Springs, Sanborn Central up on Scotland Meadow 38-6 with 5 minutes left to play in the first half. And Miller, Highmore, Herald trailing Mount Vernon, Plankinton at the half 30-0. So that is a check of the scoreboard, and your scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, located in downtown Huron. Scoreboard here in Tulare reads Faulkton 26, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. We'll dig into more of what led to that after another 2-minute timeout. Back with more halftime show in 2 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
Stretch's Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretch's Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretch's Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretch's Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charlet. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony, 605-350-0401. Go Patriots!
Dakota Sports.
And welcome back to Tulare as we break down the numbers for the visiting Faulkton Trojans. Trojans came in at 1-0 on this young season, picked up a win over Ipswich in the season opener. Faulkton again 1-0, currently leading Hitchcock Tulare 26-0. In the passing game, Lane Cotton is 2 out of 4 for 48 yards. At the break here, Drake Mueller has a catch for 8. Spencer Milius a catch for 10. Again, just 4 passing attempts in the first half for Faulkton. Lane Cotton 2 out of 4 for 48. Drake Mueller a catch for 8. Spencer Milius a catch for 40. On the ground, Lane Cotton 1 carry, 40 yards and a touchdown. Tristan Balloon 3 carries, 52 yards. Spencer Milius 3 carries, 16 yards. Garrett Kramer at the break 8 totes for 118 yards and 3 touchdowns. Faulkton has ran up around 100 and, a little over 200 on the ground and 4 scores in the first half. Another 50 or so through the air. Faulkton has been penalized 2 times in the first half for a total of 25 yards. So Faulkton dominating on the ground and dominating on the scoreboard, 26-0. Another 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the Patriot numbers. You're listening to the halftime show. Faulkton leading Hitchcock Tulare 26-0. Back in 2 minutes with more halftime. 2 minutes on KOKK.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creep feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creep feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Prostrello Motors in Huron thanks everyone for their business in July. Now that August is here, it's time to get ready for the big one, the South Dakota State Fair. Prostrellos will be there at their fairgrounds building with vehicle displays, cold water, and more. Prostrellos will also sponsor the Friday night entertainment and just may have a few tickets to give away for the show. Prostrello Motor Sales in Huron thanks you for your business, and have a great time at the big one, the South Dakota State Fair.
Coming up at Mitchell Livestock Market, Mitchell, South Dakota, starting out on Wednesday morning, August 30th, 8 a.m. sharp, selling the butcher cows and bulls, 9 a.m. selling the fat cattle, then back on the way ups, breeding stock and baby and starter calves. We will have 40 black and Charolais cross calves weighing 250 to 450 pounds, 20 black calves weighing 250 to 350, 10 black calves weighing 2.5 to 3.5, all had a round of shots, and they'll be selling right off the cow after the weigh-ups on Wednesday. No feeder cattle sale on Thursday, August 31st, as we have quite a few of our employees that have children in the 4-H and FFA competitions at the South Dakota State Fair. Make sure you attend the State Fair in Huron and support these young and upcoming farmers and ranchers. Mitchell Livestock Market's next feeder cattle special will be on Thursday, September 7th, expecting 2,000 heads.
Hey, you got the officials written down over there from the pregame announcement? Oh, you got them? Oh, perfect. Is that it? Excellent. Thank you.
Or go to Mitchell Livestock Market's Facebook page. Have a great day, and thank you from Mitchell Livestock Market, your livestock market in Mitchell, South Dakota.
You're importante.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports.
And welcome back to Tulare, breaking down some Patriot numbers from the first half of play. Brendan Knoll through the air, 4 of 12, 125, and 2 interceptions. One picked off by Garrett Kramer, one picked off by Charlie Dieter. Again, Brendan Knoll, 4 of 12, 125, and 2 picks. Eric Salmon, 2 catches for 78. Peyton Chasinghawk, a catch for 48. And Blaze Binger, a catch for -1. Again, 125 through the air and a couple of picks for Knoll. On the ground, Peyton Chasinghawk, 2 carries for -4. Blaze Binger, a carry for -3. Brendan Knoll, 6 totes for 12 yards. And Eric Salmon, 14 carries for 67. So the Patriots right about 80 on the ground, another 125 through the air. Peel off 10 penalty yards as the Patriots penalized in the first half just one time for 10 yards. So again, we'd like to thank the Mirror Family Hair Care for bringing us a scoreboard update, which we will do here in just a moment. And we would also like to thank the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, as they bring us the reading of the officials. Now, as I mentioned a few times throughout the night, we are breaking in some new systems, some new equipment. We'll bring you soon the option of watching video, and we've got a new link to the studio here that we're trying out as far as the audio goes. So a lot of new and exciting things happening with Riverfront Broadcasting in the sports department here, but got to test it out in the real world, and that's what we're doing here the first couple of weeks. But we'll have video running for you here real soon. And again, we forgot the officials in the pregame show. Well, I wouldn't say forgot, didn't get to them. And also the scoreboard, haven't been able to pass along a lot of that to this point, but we will get that done here. And again, as we get a little more comfortable with the equipment, of course, things will go a little more smoothly. So the reading of the officials brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Joe Fredrickson, Jeff Morehouse, Mike Lockram, James Benning, and Travis Van Hofwegen. Your officiating crew, your law on the field here in Tulare. Joe Fredrickson, Jeff Morehouse, Mike Lockram, James Benning, and Travis Van Hofwegen. It's your officiating crew. Thanks again to the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Okay, trying to get the word back from the studio. Okay, there we got the text. All right, so let's take a look at the scoreboard. It's brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Scoreboard so far, Stanley County extends their lead on DeSmet at the break, 26-16. Other games from around the area here, Faulkton leading Hitchcock Tulare 26-0. Over to 9A, Marion Freeman Academy has blanked Iroquois Lake Preston 50-0. Wolsey Wessington has a touchdown lead on Gregory at the half, 28-20. That's at Wolsey Wessington. Let's see here. No 9AA. We'll move on to 11-man football as Woonsocket Wessington Spring Sanborn Central has extended their lead to 44-6 over Scotland Menno. And one more 11-man score would be Miller Highmore Herald, and they trail Mount Vernon Blankenton 44-0. So that's your scoreboard update. Scoreboard brought to you by
kicking off for the Patriots,
the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron, as we get set here for the second half of play. And again, Faulkton, a 26-0
back to receive
lead at the break, and now we'll start off the second half here.
Kramer
with the football. So again, that, as I mentioned there before, kind of problematic for the Patriots needing to get something before the break and couldn't get it done. And now they'll give it up to Faulkton, trailing 26-0 to start the third quarter. Chasing out the kickoff man, and he will try to squib it up the middle, and it's knocked down by who else? Tristan Balloon. He is having himself a sneaky good game. Had some big runs there. Some big stops. See if they can get him a big run here as they come back on the field on a 1st and 10. They'll go from their own 42. It will be Cotton from the gun. A receiver to the right, a wing right, and Kramer the lone man in the backfield, and he will get the carry. Tried to bounce it back in, sniffed out, dropped for a loss. That's going to be a pretty big loss, about 4 yards. A couple of players got through. Salmon part of it, Maynard part of it.
Cheddar and Maynard on the tackle.
All right, do it again.
So this time Kramer will lose 4 and will make it 2nd and 14. Second half just underway in Tulare. And we'll get a whistle, and we'll get a timeout. Somebody from the Faulkton coaching staff saw something they didn't like, and with 11:25 to play in the third quarter, we'll take a quick timeout. Send it back to the studios. We'll take a minute, a 60-second break on KOKK.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Your doctor says surgery. Who's got the time? There's packing, driving, parking fees, feeding your spouse. Oh, don't forget the dog. The procedure, recovery, the drive again, and getting back to normal.
Right, so
and what about rehab? Will insurance cover it? Don't leave home. Talk to your doctor about scheduling surgery close to home at HRMC or learn more online at HuronRegional.org. Huron Regional Medical Center.
If you picked
the
up
right
when I was
care
talking
is
there,
right
it's
here.
on another mic. Welcome back to Tulare. It'll be Cotton from the gun. 3 receivers right. Lone man in the backfield is Balloon. Quick pass right side is off the hands and incomplete for Drake Mueller.
Cotton is incomplete.
So Faulkton, a 26-0 lead, and makes a few adjustments in the second half here. And boy, they might want to go back to whatever they were doing in the first half as they lose 4 yards on the first play. This one falls incomplete. And now I want to say for the first time tonight, Faulkton looking at a long third down. Third and about 14, their own 39. They'll go back to Old Faithful, the double wing single back. Here's the motion man. And they'll pitch it over to him, Spencer Milius. And Milius, the ball comes loose, and it's covered at the 50-yard line, and it looks like Faulkton got it back.
Recovered by the Trojans.
Yep, getting on top of it there was Charlie Dieter.
Trojans retain possession.
So they'll end up with 12 yards on the fumble that they did recover. So a lucky break there for Faulkton, and now they'll be looking at a 4th and a long 1. They'll go back, double wing, single back. Cotton under center. Kramer's the motion man. He'll get the pitch, trying to follow Cotton, and he is shy of the mid down, but can they bring him down? They did. So they will turn back Kramer on the big 4th down run, and will turn things back over to Hitchcock Tulare. And again, still a lot of football to be played. And the Patriot defense makes the big play coming out of the halftime break. We'll see if they can turn it back over, put some points on the board. They need to get something going here. Still 10.5 to play third quarter. A lot of football to be played, but the yards have come hard here for the Patriots here tonight. Here's Nielsen over the ball. It'll be Knoll from the gun. One wide each side. Solomon, lone man in the backfield. On a 1st and 10 from midfield, Knoll back to pass. Pump fake, left side, wings it. And the ball tapped incomplete. And a nice play defensively there by Carter Schulte.
Pass to Blaze Binger is incomplete. He's up 2nd down and 10.
Schulte able to reach out at the last second there and knock it away. Binger had a step on him, but Schulte a little bit longer and able to get up in the air and knock it down. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 from midfield. And stops the clock with 10:34 to play here in the 3rd. Here again comes Nielsen. The center over the football. Knoll from the gun. One wide each side. Solomon again, the lone man in the backfield. The snap on a 2nd and 10. Again, Knoll the pass. Quick pass left side, complete. Derek Johnson at midfield, and he gets nothing. Oh, yeah, they will give him to the 49, so there's a gain of around a yard or so.
Gain of a yard. He's up 3rd down and 9.
So now a 3rd and 9, and they are just across midfield. More than likely, probably 2 downs to get this here, as he, I would assume, maybe go for it if you don't get it here. But 3rd and 9 at the Faulkton 49. Here is Knoll from the gun. 2 wide left, 1 right. Solomon in the backfield. He'll throw the block. Knoll's got a little room inside the 50. Spun around, and that's it. He's going to go for no gain. Again, somebody came blazing through.
After a gain of a short 1.
It was Spencer Milius, almost looked untouched. And so Knoll will pick up no gain here. And we'll make it 4th. Well, he might have got about half or 3/4 of a yard. Call it 4th and a long 8. Here comes Blaze Binger with the call from the sideline, and 9:20 to play here in the 3rd. Faulkton a 26-0 lead. Patriots did get them to turn the ball over in that first possession, but now needing a score. Facing a 4th and 9 from the 48-yard line of the Trojans. Knoll empty backfield again. Back to pass, and he got nearly sacked, and the pass ends up falling incomplete.
Ball goes over to the Trojans on downs.
So Faulkton will get it back on downs.
48-yard line.
And we'll take back over right about midfield there with 8:59 to play in the 3rd. Well, the Tigers, I guess I kind of forgot the Tigers taking on T tonight, and I got Duffy all set up on the technological end before I left town, and I haven't got any texts indicating that there have been any problems, so I guess I can uncross my toes. I'm going to keep the fingers crossed just in case. Here's Kramer, and he is wiped out, loss of a couple. Well, the Patriots seem to have figured something out here in the second half as far as Kramer is concerned. After an 8-carry, 118-yard, 3-touchdown first half, his second half are carries of -4, -2, and -2. So whatever magic Kramer had in the first half hasn't been able to duplicate that thus far, as Kramer will now come out, and they'll bring Balloon in, the lone man in the backfield. They'll go 1 wide each side. Cotton on a 2nd and around 12. Snaps on the ground. He picks it up. He's off and running. Cotton across midfield. Got a block. 45-40. Knocked out of bounds around the 39. See where they mark him. Looks like it will be the 39. They get the 10 they needed and a few more.
10 for the Trojans at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10 Faulkton inside the Patriot 40. Trojans on top here, 26-0. 8 minutes left in the 3rd. They'll go back to the I. Balloon in front of Kramer. Cotton under center. 1 wide to the right is other 5, Carter Hall. They'll fake the pitch, give it to Balloon. Balloon breaks through the first tackle and the second tackle inside the 30 and down to the 25. Balloon with 15 on the rumble there.
After a gain of enough for a first down for the Trojans.
Down to the 26. 1st and 10 with 7:40 left in the 3rd here. And Kramer had his shine in the first half there where they couldn't bring him down, and now maybe it'll be Balloon's half. Balloon did have a couple of runs in the first half, three totes for 52, including one big one. And do we have an equipment issue, or we had lights on in the end zone. They got those off quickly. And is that what it was? A mouth guard? They took care of it quickly either way. Cotton from the gun. Balloon behind him. One wide each side on a 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Balloon man wide open over there is Hall. Little shake and bake at the 20, 15, 10. He slips his man. He's in for 6. That is from 27 yards out, and I guess that was Spencer Milius, but I don't even know if it was a forward pass, to be honest with you. It was from about 28. No. So the score comes with 7:08 to play in the third. On the pass, Cotton to Milius. So 32 now as the Trojans look for 2 with 7:09 to play in the third. It'll be Cotton under center. Same double wing, single back. Kramer in motion. They'll fake it to Kramer, and Cotton going to have it himself. He's going to throw it, lobs it back to the end zone. Somebody came soaring in. Did he make the catch? He did. Wow. What a catch. I think that might have been Milius again, and they convert 34-0. The Trojans on top. We're back to Tulare in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
When is the right home truly the right home?
Was that 10
this
again?
This is Reg Kleinsasser with the Real Estate Connection. First, can you afford it? Beyond the purchase price, you need to consider utility costs, maintenance costs, and property taxes. All of these factors add to the actual cost of a new home. Does the home meet your needs? Buying a large house when your kids are heading off to college in a few years, or paying for a view of the lake when you are hardly home, probably doesn't make sense. At the Real Estate Connection, we are dedicated to helping you find a home that meets your needs without breaking your budget. We're ready to help you find the right home today. Give us a call, 352-1300, or visit our website, realestatehuron.com.
Stop into Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey today for some good food, good drinks, and great time. Shooters has new hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 3 to close, with the kitchen open 4 to 10. Shooters is now open Saturdays, noon to close, with a lunch special and appetizers available noon to 4. Be sure to follow their Facebook page to find the weekly special and any drink specials they may be having. You can still get all their normal menu items like their delicious ribeye dinner, and of course, Shooter's famous homemade pizzas 4 to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Make your next stop at Shooter's Saloon in Woolsey. Welcome back here with 7:09 left here in the third. The Patriots the Trojans extend their lead to 34-0. As again, the Patriots got the stop that they needed defensively coming out of the break. They trailed 26-0. They got the stop, but ended up giving the ball back, and a couple of big plays and a Faulkton touchdown. They did get the 2-point conversion as well, and it was again to Milius. So Milius doing it all on that play. Catches the touchdown pass from 28, the 2-point conversion pass to make it 34-0. Lane Cotton set to kick it away. He'll kick left to right. Brendan Knoll, the deep man, is 7:09 left here, third quarter, as the Trojans trying to stay unbeaten. They come in at 1-0. They beat Ipswich last week. Hitchcock Tulare also a win last week. They beat Northwestern. Here's Cotton, the run up and a deep kick. This one on a hop, and it almost got past him. Knoll chases it down at the 5, back across the 10, the 15, slips a tackle, and he's down at the 17. And now we got a flag way back at the 40-yard line.
But there is a flag on the play.
And I think that's going to go against the Patriots, but we'll wait and see what the officials say. I know he got down to about the 17, so this is probably going to mark him back, I'd assume, inside the 10. We'll wait for the officials to talk it over. And again, the officials talking it over here. It looks like it'll be some sort of infraction against the Patriots, but we'll wait and see what the officials say. It'll be a personal foul against the Patriots. It'll be half the distance, so from the 17, that'll bring us to around the 8.5.
Goal will be marked off 1st and 10, Patriots. From the 10-yard line.
So they'll go 1st and 10 from just inside the 10. It'll be Knoll from the gun, one wide each side, Salmon in the backfield, and a wing left. They'll go right-hand side, trying to follow the pile in a yard or so.
Salmon takes a handoff for a pair of yards to the second down at the 8-yard marker.
Second and 8. Pickup is 2. Second and 8. Patriots out now to the 11. 6.5 left here in the third, nearing the midway point of the third quarter. The Trojans have built a 34-0 lead here on the defending 9B champs in Tulare. Knoll rolls out, and he'll take it himself across the 10, the 15, the 20, and boy, that one worked out as from the 11 to the 24, and a pickup of 13 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Patriots on a 1st and 10. They'll be at the 24, 6:11. It looks like they stopped the clock there. He must have got out of bounds on the far side. As Knoll will come to the sideline to get the play, and we'll be back underway. We'll get you a scoreboard update brought to you by the Muir Family Hair Care. Again, thanks to the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Our officiating crew, Joe Fredrickson, Jeff Morehouse, Mike Lockram, James Benning, and Travis Van Hofwigen. Your law on the field. Here's the Patriots, a 1st and 10, their own 24. Knoll from the gun will follow the pile left side. He got a block from Salmon, cuts it back across the 25 and down to the 29. Pickup here is going to be 5 or maybe 6.
29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Patriots.
And we'll call it a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Clock inside of 6 minutes now to play in the third, so midway point of the third quarter. As the Patriots just trying to get one on the board here, get a little something going, get a little momentum their way, as it has been a whole lot of Faulkton in this one. Trojans, the majority of their damage, first half on the ground, have been fairly quiet here thus far in the second, other than a couple of big plays leading to that touchdown. Here's Knoll, the option. He pitches it to Salmon. Salmon slips one tackle. 2 others to take him down at the 35, and that will be enough for another Patriot
Salmon
first down.
To the 35-yard line.
Should move the chains here.
First
and
down,
10.
Patriots.
Patriot faithful giving them a quick hand on the first down, as they have not had a whole lot to cheer about here tonight. Patriots trying to rally back. 5:15 left here in the third. Couple of first downs on this drive. They'll set up a 1st and 10 here, their own 35. First down's been a little hard to come by throughout the majority of this one. Knoll currently 5 out of 15 for 126 yards and a couple of picks. Patriots have not put the ball on the ground and have not committed very many penalties. I got him down for 2 penalties for 20 yards. Here's Knoll, the snap, back to pass, flushed out, nearly sacked. Oh, boy, nice job of getting away there. Now he's got a couple in hot pursuit, 35, and he puts the body into him and picks up a couple extra yards.
Pulls it down and gets to the 41-yard line.
Down to the 41, the pickup is 6.
Pickup of 6 yards brings up 2nd and 4 for the Patriots.
Knoll there putting the body on the line. Laying into him a little bit. Pick up a 6, 2nd and 4. 4:10 left in the third. Patriots so far blanked here at home. Looking to get one on the board on this drive. 2nd and 4, their own 41. Knoll from the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Salmon lone man in the backfield on a 2nd and 4. The snap, the pitch. Salmon, right side, cuts it back. First down and then some. Across the 50 or at the 50.
The handoff to midfield for another Patriot first down.
And the pickup is 9 for Salmon, and it'll move the chains for Hitchcock Tulare.
Ball is marked at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots.
Well, the Patriots here tonight against Faulkton, taking on Iroquois Lake Preston next week, then Waverly South Shore. I think we have Wolsey Wessington Parkston next week. I didn't see the schedule yet for next week, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Here's another Salmon run. Oh, bounced off a would-be tackler at the 45, bounces all the way down to the 41. That's going to be awful close to another first down.
1/2 of a yard.
They're going to bring out the chains. Nope, they're going to say he's short. 9.5 on the run. And clock at 3 minutes left in the third as the Patriots looking the best drive they've had since that opening drive. One wide left, one wide right, a wing left, and Knoll from the gun with Salmon behind him on a 2nd and 1. It'll be another Salmon handoff. Bouncing it outside, trying to find the hole. Could not come up with one, and will go for no gain. So 3rd and 1.
Returns the ball to
Clock
the
winding.
line of scrimmage. Brings up
2.5 left
down
here.
And 18 inches.
2:20 actually here in the third. And Patriots now on a 3rd and short, needing a conversion here to keep this thing moving. Of course, 4 down territory here, so I guess you got a couple. Knoll will go from the gun. Same look. Salmon to his right, one wide each side, and a wing left is Blaze Binger. Hand off Salmon, and there he'll get the first down. Pickup is about a yard. So a fresh set of downs will make it, or not quite yet. Are they going to measure this?
First down,
1st and 10.
Patriots.
Patriots 1st and 10 at the Faulkton 40, or just inside of it with 2 minutes left in the third.
Brings up a fresh set of 4.
Patriots down 34 to nothing.
40.5 yard line.
Trying to get one on the board here, trying to get something going, get them fired up, get a little momentum. As the first 3 quarters of this football game, a good majority of it, the judges would score to Faulkton if this was a heavyweight bout. One wide right, couple 3 receivers left. Here's Knoll from the gun. He's got Salmon back there as well. 1st and 10. Back to pass, right side, launches. Got a man turned around, and is that going to be pass interference? I don't think it will be, no.
Knoll's pass to Patrick Maynard is incomplete.
It didn't really look like the defensive back had really any idea where the football was, but I think maybe what they're saying is Maynard kind of initiated that contact. So now a 2nd and 10. Set up at the Faulkton 40-yard line. Clock down to 1:20 left in the third. 1:22 to be exact. So the Patriots now on a 2nd and 10 from the Faulkton 40. They'll go 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Lone man in the backfield is Salmon. And they'll snap it early, I think, and we'll get a flag.
Flag on the play. Whistle dead.
So the officials coming in, and the determination is, I'm sure it's a false start against the Patriots, but we'll wait and see. Haven't even called the penalty, and they already marking it off against the Patriots, so it'll definitely be against them. 5-yard penalty, 2nd penalty of the half, 2 yards, 2 penalties, 15 yards, 3 penalties, 25 yards in the game. And this will make it 2nd and about 15. With 1:21 left in the third, and Faulkton leading 34 to nothing. Pass along a scoreboard update as soon as we get a break. I know Wolsey Wessington was in a tight one with Gregory. Looked like everybody else was pretty well lopsided. DeSmet maybe threatening to be upset. Here's a motion right to left. 3 receivers now left-hand side. Chased out is Knoll. He'll dump it off to Solomon. Solomon bounces off the first tackler, but then that same tackler got a hold of him and spun him around a couple times and able to get him to the ground.
To Solomon is complete.
And it'll go complete for no gain.
For no gain. Brings up 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots.
So in the half, Knoll 2 out of 5 for a yard in the passing game. Clock inside of a minute now. 50 seconds left in the third. Patriots now looking at a 3rd and 15. Knoll will get the play from the sideline, and probably not quite the final play of the quarter. We'll see if... Well, maybe it will be.
You're going to run out of time.
Yeah, they're gonna have to maybe get a timeout here. They're gonna get called for delay. Final few seconds. Oh, and did they get him to jump off sides? Boy, that would have worked out well, but I don't think that's the case. I think somebody jumped.
On the line before the snap.
Somebody jumped for the Patriots. Not for just a moment. Maybe that'd work out for them, but... Well, yeah, they're looking that way. That is offsides. So that'll give them back the 5 yards
against the Trojans.
that they gave back on the false start before for Faulkton. That is just their 3rd penalty. 3 penalties, 30 yards against Faulkton.
10.
So back to a 3rd and 10, a long 10. Knoll from the gun, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Solomon in the backfield. The line having a quick chat before the snap. And Knoll will go from the gun on a 3rd and a long 10. Back to passes. Knoll dumped out to Solomon. Solomon tackled in the backfield, and they got him. Looked like he might get away from the initial contact, but a nice tackle there by Lincoln Dickoff. So they'll lose about 5, 6, 7.
And the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that'll be it for 3. After 3, Faulkton 34, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. We're back in a minute, 60 seconds on KOKK.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and field technology. They offer premier products and one-on-one relationships with local field experts to help their customers grow. Wilbur Ellis is committed to bringing you and your operation new and innovative ideas. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis wishes all area high school athletes the best of luck this season.
Action news on the scene. Once again, a craft of some sort has crash landed. I can see movement coming from the craft. Is it the sun? It is. It's confirmed and emerging now exactly what we thought. It is the sun. Ty Clark has just emerged from the craft. He's the son of Kent Clark. And yes, they're teaming up like Superman and Boy Wonder. Father and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance, Wessington. Equal opportunity provider. 458-2281. For your crop insurance.
Your headquarters for sports is Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Tulare. Fresh 12 is up. 4th quarter set to get underway. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. Wolsey Wessington has extended their lead over top-rated Gregory to 40-20. They're about the midway through the 3rd there at Wolsey Wessington. So Wolsey Wessington looking for a big upset. Again, they lead Gregory 40-20. 34-0 Faulkton in the lead here. Stanley County still a lead over DeSmet, but it's now 32-20. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror. Scoreboard here in Tulare says 34-0. Here's a little screen pass to Chasing Hawk, and they will pick up about a yard on the 4th down.
Blaze Binger.
Oh, Blaze Binger.
Pass, I'm sorry.
So Blaze goes for about 2, but it will turn it over on downs back to Faulkton. So again, scoreboard update brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central leading Scotland Menno 44-6. They're about midway through the 3rd. Mount Vernon Plankinton leading Miller Highmore Herald 52-12. Here is Cotton back at the helm. And the handoff is to Kramer, and Kramer found his groove. 50, 45, 40, 35, and he steps out of bounds at around the 32.
Hand off to Kramer.
So 23 on the carry for Kramer, as he has been largely quiet here in the second half, as of course they haven't really needed a lot out of him. Led 26-0 at the break, lead 34-0 here with 11:40 to play, and Faulkton will try to march down and tack on another. 1st and 10. Patriot 33. Cotton under center, I formation, one wide right is Hall. Hand off Kramer, right side, got the block, bounces it back in, and dropped at the 30.
Hand off to Kramer.
Couple of players able to get a hand on him over there.
Gain of 3 yards brings up second.
I think Salmon was one of them.
For the Trojans.
Kramer for 2 or 3 on the play, and now a 2nd and about 7 or 8. Clock at 11:11. One wide each side. Cotton from the gun, a wing left, and the lone man in the backfield is Balloon. Snap to Cotton, back to pass, got a man off the end, wings it over the middle. It is out in front of the receiver. A couple of defensive backs come together to knock it away, and look for a split second like the receiver might still get to it, but now we got a Patriot down after that collision. And
Good. That's Noel.
it's like Noel needed an extra second to gather himself as Noel and Maynard came together in the end zone there to try to knock away that pass, and I think kind of collided with each other. It does fall incomplete.
No, that's chasing off. Oh, that's fine.
And now a 3rd and around 8 from the Patriot 30. Double wing single back, and the motion man here. Emilius will get the carry, trying to turn the corner, and he did. 30, 25, slips a tackle inside the 20, bounces it back in inside the 15. The 10 slips another tackle. He's going to score. My word.
Touchdown, Trojans.
From 31 yards out.
Takes the handoff for another 6-4.
And they could not bring him down. They had a couple of opportunities there, but the 6th score of the game will come with 10:39 to play. Be a 31-yard Spencer Emilius touchdown run. Trojans will look for 2. They lead 40-0. I formation, wide right. Cotton under center. Fake the handoff to Kramer. Cotton rolls out. He's got a man in the back of the end zone, overthrew him. And the ball ends up in the reeds. So we'll take a quick timeout. 10:39 to play. 40-0 Faulkton. Yep, they're going to have to dig it out of the reeds. We got a Patriot in the swamp right now. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
Hi, I am Tyson Lean. As a college wrestler, I push my body to the limit every day. But after a few injuries, I started to feel like I wasn't performing at my best. That's when I turned to Carr Chiropractic and their team of experts. Through a combination of adjustments, rehab, and natural supplements, I was able to recover faster, reduce my pain, and improve my overall performance on the mat. Whether you're an athlete or just looking to improve your health, I highly recommend giving Carr Chiropractic a try.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Tulare. 10.5 minutes left in this one, and Faulkton has opened up a 40-0 advantage. Lane Cotton ready to kick it away right to left as Faulkton, of course, they want to put the foot to this ball, and then that clock will wind, and they would prefer to just keep it winding. Faulkton ain't real far, but it ain't real close either. I'm sure they'd like to be on the bus as soon as possible. Here's a kick out at the 20, the 25, the 30, across the 30-yard line, spun around and out to around the 32 or 3. We'll see if they mark him down, but Patriots come back on a 1st and 10. We'll see if they make any personnel changes.
I don't know. 20. 20 is the up guy on that side.
With 10:20 left here.
I don't know who that is.
Kickoff returned by Nutledge. 1st and 10, Patriots at the 35.
And it looks like some things have changed, but Noel's going to stay in at quarterback. One wide left, double wing, single back is Solomon, 1st and 10. Noel going to follow Eric on a dive to the right. We'll pick up a yard on the run. So the 40-point difference will
moves the ball a yard, brings up 2nd and 9.
Accelerate this one a little bit here, as again the Patriots trailing here at home. Noel will get the call in. Mason Cheddar has just rotated in. Couple of receivers to the near side, 3 to be exact, 1 to the far side. Solomon out of the backfield with Noel at the helm. He'll pitch to Eric. Solomon looking for the corner. Got a block across the 40 and is escorted out of bounds at the 45. And he is awful close to that first down marker.
At the 42
they marked him a couple yards short.
Yard line, make that. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So makes it about 3rd and 3 here as the Solomon looking for the sideline there, and kind of tried to regain his footing and bounce it back inside, and must have stepped out of bounds at that point as they'll mark him around the 43. And 3rd and a long 3 here. The Patriots need across the 45 for the first down. Here's Noel from the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Quick pass, right side, complete to Chasing Hawk, 45, and to midfield for a Patriot first down. That'll be good for 7.
Midfield for a first down for the Patriots.
Clock at 8 minutes and counting as the Patriots will go 1st and 10 for midfield.
1st and 10.
40 to nothing, Faulkton leads as the Trojans look to stay unbeaten on this young year. Beat Ipswich in the season opener. And now well on their way to a victory against the defending 9B champs. Patriots next week, Iroquois Lake Preston. Couple of receivers, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Solomon out of the backfield with Noel from the gun on a 1st and 10 from midfield. Fake the handoff to Solomon, and Noel will keep it himself. Following Chasing Hawk right side, bounces off a tackle inside the 45 and the 40 and down to the 35. Noel will pick up 15 yards.
Patriot first down.
Nice run, Brendan.
And that will move the chains for the Patriots.
1st and 10 from the 35.
Pretty sure we got Wolsey Wessington and Parkston next week, but tune in on KOKK. Well, tomorrow morning, Jeff will have all the scores and a wrap-up of all the action from tonight. My head's still spinning from trying to get everything put together for the changes for Tiger this weekend, and then also the possibility of video. We're streaming the Tiger game tonight. Here's Solomon, a nice run, bounces off a couple of tackles. Inside the 30 to 25, and he's bounced out at the 23. 14 there.
23.
Correction,
and
23-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots.
1st and 10, Hitchcock Tulare at the Faulkton 24. And
you're up next week, Mr. Bottom.
5:55 now, midway point here of the fourth quarter, and Faulkton still that 40-0 lead. Patriots just trying to punch one through on pride now. 3 receivers left. Solomon out of the backfield. Noel, the option. He'll keep it himself, and he is swallowed up after a short gain, maybe a yard.
21-yard line.
2 will be the gain. Call it 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Patriots.
Well, Hitchcock, Tulare again next week. Iroquois Lake, Preston. Remember, we do have Tiger action over on 1340 AM KIJV and Tiger 95.3. And if you haven't heard, making some changes on Tiger 95. Sunday night, I'll be adjusting some things, flipping some switches, pushing some buttons. And by Monday morning, Tiger 95 will sound a little bit different to you. Still have John and Heidi on. I'll still be on in the midday. Here's Noel, the handoff to Solomon. Solomon right up the middle, bounces it in for a gain of maybe another yard or so, maybe 2.
Solomon powers to the 20-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and around 6 here for Hitchcock. Tulare set up at the Faulkton 20. They need down to around the 14 here. As that clock's still winding, down to 4:20 left. 40-0. Faulkton on top.
Come on, guys. Punch one in.
Noel with the call. He's got Solomon to his left. 3 receivers right. Or 3 receivers left. 1 receiver right. And Noel on a 3rd and 6. Back to pass. Couple of ends converge. The pass is complete over to Binger. Binger inside the 15 or to the 15. They needed 6, and I think they got 5 of them.
Is complete to Chasing Hawk.
Oh, I guess that was Chasing Hawk, and
brings up 4th
we'll
down
put him down for
2
5.
the
So
Patriots.
fourth and around 2 here. And with 3.5 to play, the Patriots needing to convert this one if they're going to get one in the end zone, and a fumble is how this
Patriots recover their own
will
fumble.
end. And that drive, anyway.
Results in a turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
Either way, they recovered the fumble, but it does turn over on downs. So Faulkton will get it back with 3:17 left. And one would assume would again want to get this out of here. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Stanley County still up on DeSmet, 32-20. Jones County 48-6 over Sunshine Bible Academy. Iroquois Lake Preston 50-0 got beat by Freeman Marion Freeman Academy. Wolsey Wessington up on Gregory 42-20. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout, so we'll take one as well. We'll take a quick 30 and we'll finish up the scoreboard. 30 seconds on 12:10 KOKK.
Stretch's Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretch's Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretch's Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretch's Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Tigers trailing 20-7 with 8 minutes left in the third. Watertown blanks Brookings tonight 33-0. Yankton over Mitchell 42-zip, and Pierre leading Aberdeen Central 32-0. In 11B, Woonsocket, Weston, and Spring Sanborn Central leading Scotland Menno 51-13. Miller Highmore Herald got beat by Mount Vernon Plankington 52-19. As we mentioned, Wolsey Wessington up on Gregory 42-20, and it's 40-0 Faulkton leading here in Tulare. 2.5 left as the backup's on here for Faulkton.
Handoff from number 11, Roseland.
Sean Roseland on the carry here.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
And Roseland picks up 4. Stanley County's extended their lead on De Smet to 38-30. Hamlin beat up on Del Rapids St. Mary's tonight, 42-6, the final in that one. And we're down to 2 minutes here in Tulare. And Faulkton listening to the coach's orders and waiting for the countdown before they snap the football. Here's a run to the right side, and that's going to be good for about 9. And we'll see.
Still can't see his number.
Brings up a first down for the Trojans.
I think we'll just give Roseland credit because, well, nobody pays attention to my stats anyway. They don't really matter. I just keep them for the post-game show, and I make everybody quite aware that I'm trying to do a couple of things at once. I'll miss the occasional play. My stats are ballpark stats. Under center, Faulkton, I formation, a receiver left with 1:05 to play. This one basically in the books here, all over but the final tally.
84,
Here's the pitch over.
Landon Dickoff for the run.
We'll go with Landon Dickoff.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that one's going to go for
second and 10.
Maybe a short yard. Should be about the final play of this one, 35-34. They won't have to come to the line inside of 30, so this should be it. 40-0, Faulkton leads. Final play of this one, and the Patriots can throw this one on the scrap heap and get ready next week for Iroquois Lake Preston. They're probably not going to take a whole lot of positives out of this one, as Faulkton's going to take a knee, and it will end 40-0. Faulkton picks up the win over the defending 9B champions with an exclamation point here in Tulare. There's the final buzzer, and your final score is Faulkton 40, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show coming your way in 3 minutes on KOKK.
Cheddar Feedlot of Hitchcock is now selling bred heifers, Black Angus, Red Angus, Fancy F1 Baldy, A1 to Black, and A1 to Charolais. All cattle are ultrasounded for 21-day cycles. Call Tony for viewing at 605-350-0401. Cheddar Feedlot now selling bred heifers. Call them today. Again, call Tony, 605-350-0401. Go Patriots!
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing in Wessington. These creep feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creep feeders from Burns Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creep feeder from Burns Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Prostrello Motors in Huron thanks everyone for their business in July. Now that August is here, it's time to get ready for the big one, the South Dakota State Fair. Prostrellos will be there at their fairgrounds building with vehicle displays, cold water, and more. Prostrellos will also sponsor the Friday night entertainment and just may have a few tickets to give away for the show. Prostrello Motor Sales in Huron thanks you for your business and have a great time at the big one, the South Dakota State Fair.
Coming coming up at Mitchell Livestock Market, Mitchell, South Dakota, starting out on Wednesday morning, August 30th, 8 a.m. sharp, selling the butcher cows and bulls, 9 a.m. selling the fat cattle, then back on the way ups, breeding stock and baby and starter calves. We will have 40 black and Charolais cross calves weighing 250 to 450 pounds, 20 black calves weighing 250 to 350, 10 black calves weighing 2.5 to 3.5, all had a round of shots, and they'll be selling right off the cow after the weigh-ups on Wednesday. No feeder cattle sale on Thursday, August 31st, as we have quite a few of our employees that have children in the 4-H and FFA competitions at the South Dakota State Fair. Make sure you attend the State Fair in here and support these young and upcoming farmers and ranchers. Mitchell Livestock Market's next feeder cattle special will be on Thursday, September 7th, expecting 2,000 head. For more information or to time, please call Mitchell Livestock Market at 605-996-6543. Check out MitchellLivestockAuction.com or go to Mitchell Livestock Market's Facebook page. Have a great day, and thank you from Mitchell Livestock Market, your livestock market in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Gary Zell Auto Glass is a proud supporter of area high school sports and sponsor of the post-game show. Gary and Michael Zell offer mobile glass replacement of windshields, door glass, cars and trucks, even tractor cabs on site. Gary Zell Auto Glass does chip repairs, and they process all insurance paperwork. Call 352-0836 or toll free 1-888-852-0355. Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. It's time for the post-game report on 1210 KOKK. Brought to you by Gary Zell Auto Glass in Huron. Once again, here's Matt Watson.
Well, thank you, sir. And Matt Watson back here for the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game show as the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots come out tonight and lay an egg on their home field. Got beat by Faulkton by the final of 40-0. Take a look, first of all, at the scoring summary. It started with 2:18 to play in the first. A 2-yard Garrett Kramer run, his first of 3 in the first half. The 2-point pass, Lane Cotton to Drake Mueller, was good. It was 8-0 Faulkton. One more score in the opening quarter for the Trojans. 1:07 to play in the first. A 52-yard Garrett Kramer run. The 2-point run failed. It was 14-0 Faulkton after one quarter. Second quarter, a couple of Faulkton scores. 8:14 to play in the second. A 40-yard Lane Cotton run. The 2-point pass was no good. It was 20-0, and with 3:02 to play in the second, the Trojans would make it 26 at the half on an 11-yard Garrett Kramer run, his third of the half. The 2-point pass was no good, and it was 26-0 in favor of Faulkton. In the third quarter, 7:08 to play in the third, a 28-yard pass, Lane Cotton to Spencer Milius. The 2-point pass was good. Again, Cotton to Milius. It was 34-0, and one more with 10:39 to play. A 31-yard Spencer Milius run. The 2-point pass failed, and it was 40-0 Faulkton, and that was your final score here this evening as Faulkton wins by the final of 40-0. Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game show report here on 1210 KOKK and live online at HuronRadio.com. Let's send it back to the studios for another 2-minute break. We'll come back and break down some individual numbers. The numbers we know now, Faulkton 40, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. Back with more Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game show in 3 minutes. 3 minutes on 1210 KOKK.
Brushing up? Bettering yourself? Or pursuing a degree? Huron Community Campus offers in-person classes at just $40 per credit hour plus fees. HCC offers courses through Northern State University, offering quality education at an exceptional value. To learn more, call Huron Community Campus at 605-353-8518. That's 605-353-8518.
With nearly 130 stores in 12 states, Slumberland has the buying power to bring you the best values from the nation's top furniture brands. Slumberland is America's #1 dealer for Lazy Boy furniture. Slumberland is also the Midwest's largest retailer for Sealy, Simmons, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Slumberland of Huron is completely locally owned and operated. Our staff, including sales and delivery, is made up entirely of your neighbors in Huron. So for the best brands at the best prices, along with truly local service, turn to Slumberland Furniture of Huron.
It seems like nothing's built to last these days. Well, here's one that's built to last a long time. Portable creep feeders from Vern's Manufacturing in Wessington. These creep feeders are built with convenience and durability in mind. Feed flow is easily adjustable with an agitation bar to prevent bridging and snug-fitting lids. Portable creep feeders from Vern's Manufacturing are made locally in Wessington, South Dakota. Put a portable creep feeder from Vern's Manufacturing of Wessington into your farming operation.
Prostrello Motors in Huron thanks everyone for their business in July. Now that August is here, it's time to get ready for the big one, the South Dakota State Fair. Prostrellos will be there at their fairgrounds building with vehicle displays, cold water, and more. Prostrellos will also sponsor the Friday night entertainment and just may have a few tickets to give away for the show. Prostrello Motor Sales in Huron thanks you for your business and have a great time at the big one, the South Dakota State Fair.
Coming up at Mitchell Livestock Market, Mitchell, South Dakota, starting out on Wednesday morning, August 30th, 8 a.m. sharp, selling the butcher cows and bulls, 9 a.m. selling the fat cattle, then back on the way-ups, breeding stock and baby and starter calves. We will have 40 black and Charolais cross calves weighing 250 to 450 pounds, 20 black calves weighing 250 to 350, 10 black calves weighing 2.5 to 3.5, all had a round of shots, and they'll be selling right off the cow after the weigh-ups on Wednesday. No feeder cattle sale on Thursday, August 31st, as we have quite a few of our employees that have children in the 4-H and FFA competitions at the South Dakota State Fair. Make sure you attend the State Fair in Huron and support these young and upcoming farmers and ranchers. Mitchell Livestock Market's next feeder cattle special will be on Thursday, September 7th, expecting 2,000 head. For more information or to time, please call Mitchell Livestock Market at 605-996-6543. Check out MitchellLivestockAuction.com or go to Mitchell Livestock Market's Facebook page. Have a great day, and thank you from Mitchell Livestock Market, your livestock market in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Dakota Sports is committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
And welcome back to Tulare, Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game show. Matt Watson here live, and thanks again to all our great sponsors, not only Gary Zell Auto Glass, our post-game report sponsor, also thanks to the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, as they bring us the reading of the officials. And thanks for bearing with us tonight as we, again, are breaking in some new equipment and I think a new board operator as far as local sports is concerned. So we're working with that back at the studio. But just about all the problems tonight have definitely been mine as we're trying to break in some new equipment. We're going to be offering some video feeds here on area pretty soon. I know we tried to break that in tonight with the Tigers as well. And bigger and better things coming. We're looking here down the road a little bit, but trying to break everything in tonight. So I think we're good to go here for another section of the Gary Zell Auto Glass post-game report. And again, thanks to the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, and thanks to the Mayor Family Hair Care. They bring us scoreboard updates, and we'll run through that here in a few. So the Patriots fall to 1-1. In this game tonight, they were penalized 3 times for 25 yards. In the air, Brendan Knoll was 10 of 21 for 133 yards and 2 picks. 1 interception by Garrett Kramer, 1 interception by number 42, Charlie Dieter. 10 of 21, 2 picks, and 133 yards for Knoll. Solomon, 4 catches, 71 yards. Peyton Chasing Hawk, 3 catches, 60 yards. Blaze Binger, 2 catches for a yard. And Derek Johnson, a catch for a yard as well. Again, Knoll in the air, 10 of 21, 2 picks, and 133 yards. They did crank it up in the second half on the ground a little bit. Peyton Chasing Hawk, 2 carries, -4. Blaze Binger, a carry, -3. Brendan Knoll ends up 13 totes for 55 yards. And Eric Solomon, 24 carries for 116. And a fumble that they did recover. So, again, around, 50, 160. So, about 160 or so on the ground and another 130 through the air. 25 penalty yards as the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots fall to 1-1. For the Faulkton Trojans on the road tonight, Lane Cotton ends up 3 of 7 for 76 yards and a touchdown. Drake Mueller, a catch for 8. Spencer Milius, 2 catches for 68 and a score. Again, 76 through the air. Lane Cotton, 3 of 7 for 76 and a touchdown. Bunch more on the ground. Landon Dickoff, a carry for 0. Sean Roseland, 2 carries for 13. Lane Cotton, 2 carries for 56 and a touchdown. Tristan Balloon, 4 carries for 67 yards. Spencer Milius, 5 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. And Garrett Kramer, 13 carries, 136 yards, and 3 scores to lead the Faulkton Trojans on the ground. So let's see, 180, 240. Over 300 yards on the ground tonight for Faulkton and another 76 through the air. They were penalized just 3 times in this game for a total of 30 yards. So Faulkton goes to 2-0. Hitchcock Tulare Patriots fall to 1-1. And, of course, for Hitchcock Tulare, at Iroquois Lake Preston next week, home against Waverly South Shore, at Avon, at SBA, and then they close out home against DeSmet and Great Plains Lutheran. For the Faulkton area Trojans, after their victory here tonight, I know somewhere in this pile of paperwork I got their schedule. Faulkton next week is home against Potter County, then at Sully Buttes, at Northwestern, at Warner, home against Faith, and home against Leola Frederick to close out the year. The Patriots fall to 1-1, and the Faulkton area Trojans raise their season mark to 2-0. We're going to take one more 60-second timeout. We'll come back and thank everybody we need to thank and wrap it up from Tulare. Again, the final here tonight, Faulkton 40, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. Back in a minute with the final segment of the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show, 60 seconds on KOKK.
Do you know what your cattle are eating? Are they growing like you expect? At Dakota Land Feeds, their experienced feed consultants can help you be sure your cattle are getting everything they need to perform and what will help you increase your bottom line. Let Dakota Land Feeds help formulate the right ration to fit the needs of your cattle, whether you have growing calves, feedlot cattle, yearlings, or beef cows. Dakota Land Feeds has feed consultants across the territory to help serve you. See your local Dakota Land Feeds dealer today.
Stretch's Well Service Incorporated would like to wish the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots the best of luck in today's game. Stretch's Well Service does jobs all over South Dakota, including installation of artesian, shallow, and geothermal wells, and pump repair, installation, and irrigation work. Stretch's Well Service is your TNL irrigation dealer. Get a hold of Stretch or Jeremy and see what they can do for you. Stretch's Well Service of Hitchcock says, "Go Patriots!"
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
And welcome back to Tulare, final segment of the Gary Zell Auto Glass postgame show. And we got some thank yous to send out here. But first, the Mirror Family Hair Care scoreboard update. Keep in mind, Lori and Kylie at the Mirror are offering styles for the entire family. Cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatments, shampoo sets, eyelash extensions. You can stop in 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. You can call for an appointment with Lori at 605-883-HAIR, or you can call or text for an appointment with Kylie at 605-553-1628. They will accept walk-ins, stop down, or give a call to the Mirror Family Hair Care in downtown Huron. Final scoreboard update. Final here tonight in Tulare, Faulkton 40, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. With 6 minutes to play in Stanley County. Stanley County leading DeSmet by a score of 38-30. Woolsey Wessington was in a pretty good one there with Gregory. They were up 42-20. Oh, they're up 42-26 with about 9 minutes to play in that one. Iroquois Lake Preston did get beat tonight by the final of 50-0. Moving up to 11 AA, the Huron Tigers trailing T 27-7. They got about 9 minutes left in that one. Get you an update on Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. They put up 59 on Scotland Menno. They win 59-13, and Miller Highmore Herald falls to Mount Vernon Plankinton by pretty much the same score, a 52-19 final. Mount Vernon Plank in front of Miller Highmore Herald. So that is a final check of your scoreboard. The scoreboard updates all brought to you there by the Mirror Family Hair Care. The Mirror Family Hair Care located in downtown Huron. So thanks again to the Mirror for bringing us our scoreboard updates. Thanks again to South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, for bringing us the reading of the officials. Thanks again to Gary Zell Auto Glass. They help bring us your post-game report. We will have some area sponsors to thank in a moment. We will also have some Hitchcock Tulare sponsors to thank. I do want to thank Shane Gaditz, head coach of the Faulkton Trojans. Also want to thank Tom Salmon, head coach of the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. Want to thank Jeff Clark here, the AD in Hitchcock Tulare. Want to thank Jason Wenzel. Wenzel's always real gracious in helping us out with anything technical, and even offered up the Wi-Fi tonight. But we were trying to test out the hotspot here, trying to get all of our stuff working. And, overall, I got to say I'm pretty happy. I was not happy this afternoon at about 4:30 getting everything put together, but it seems like everything worked, so I'll get the full report when I get back. You can get the full report on sports right here on Dakota Sports. Jeff will be in tomorrow. He's going to have a wrap-up there. He'll have all the scores from tonight's game. He'll talk to all the coaches that he can gather, and he'll get you ready for another week of Dakota Sports. So, again, the Tigers trailing 27-7. They got about 9 minutes left to play according to the scoreboard. That is our game of the evening over on 1340 KIJV and Tiger 95. And also some people to thank, Jason Lunchbox Beals, and the newest member of the team, Amanda, back at the studio there tonight. Great job on the sliders. And, of course, thanks to you, the listener, for tuning in. Stay tuned. We got some changes coming on Tigers Sunday evening into Monday morning. So stay tuned there. And, of course, we'll announce as soon as we're confident on the video and all that, we'll announce where you can take a look at that. For now, tune in to 1210 KOKK or catch us live on the interwebs at HuronRadio.com. This has been a presentation of Dakota Sports on 1210 AM KOKK, committed to excellence in sports broadcasting.
Thanks for listening to exciting high school sports. We are Dakota Sports on KOKK. Tonight's coverage has been brought to you by...
Thanks so much to our area sports sponsors, including Shooters in Woolsey, Wilbur Ellis, Ken Clark Insurance here on Community Campus, Slumberland Furniture, Burns Manufacturing in Wessington, Pastrallo Motors, Dairy Queen, Dakota Land Feeds in Huron Regional Medical Center, Car Chiropractic Clinic in Huron, and the Real Estate Connection. Thanks again to our Hitchcock Tulare sponsors, Stretch's Well Service and Cheddar Feedlot. Thanks again to our South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. They bring us the officials. Gary's El Auto Glass, our post-game sponsor, and the Mirror Family Hair Care brings us any in-game scoreboard updates. Remember, tune in. Jeff Duffy will have a full scoreboard, all the South Dakota sports action tomorrow morning, South Dakota Sports Saturday. We'll also talk to all the coaches he can gather and get you all the reports he can. Pass along, of course, to the schedule for next week. The Huron Tigers are live right now on 1340 KIJV and 95.3 FM, and, of course, on the web at HuronRadio.com. Your final here tonight, Faulkton, a big winner over the defending 9B champions, the Hitchcock Tulare Patriots. The final here tonight, Faulkton 40, Hitchcock Tulare nothing. I'm back Monday on KOKK 1 to 4, and of course back next Friday night with more high school football action. For Jason Lunchbox Beals and Amanda back at the studio, and for our sports director Jeff Duffy, this is Matt Watson saying good night, everybody.